Now, I do want to bring in an FCIC commissioner. He is Byron Georgiou. He joins us now from right outside the committee hearing room at the Capitol as it's just about to get underway. And Byron, thanks so much for taking this time to talk with us. From Rubin, from Prince, what do you want to hear exactly from them today?
Well, I'd like them to address the questions that we posed to the other witnesses yesterday, which is what did they know and how accurately were they able to predict the coming collapse, and what could they have done to have put Citigroup into a position to prevent the need for the extraordinary financial assistance from the taxpayers that they ended up having to require.
But Byron, let me ask you this, because you know, well, Byron, let me just, you know that Rubin is going to come out and say, look, I was an advisor there, I was not an operator, there were some things that I was just not aware of. Do you buy that? And if you don't, then how are you going to challenge him on that?
Well, Robert Rubin has a long career in the field. He was the principal CEO at Goldman Sachs for many years. He was Treasury Secretary, chairman of the Council of Economic Advisors. He obviously is a person who is extraordinarily knowledgeable about our markets, and he was in a position to know, and he ought to have known. And we'll try to probe him as best we can to get him to acknowledge what the lapses were that led to this crisis that we hope to be able to remedy going forward into the future. People
Mr. Georgiou, this is Peter.
Yes.
Let me just jump in if I could and just ask you why the focus on Citigroup, and has your investigation so far revealed that the risk management breakdown at Citigroup was any worse than at other banks? Certainly they got more TARP money than anybody else, $45 billion, but was there something wrong within Citigroup that perhaps wasn't wrong at other banks?
Well, our charge is to examine every financial institution that either failed or would have failed in the absence of extraordinary taxpayer assistance. Citigroup is one. We hope to get to as many of them as we can as time permits in our investigation. Citigroup was obviously one of the largest and received the largest amount of funds, so it's a relevant place to start. But there were things that happened at Citigroup that happened at other places as well. There was significant off-balance sheet accounting. There was a significant issues raised with regard to off-balance sheet liquidity puts and other matters which ultimately caused them to suffer significant losses. You know, the American people have suffered enormously here.